We're back. Holy shit. It's the AZ² Podcast, and I know that because I can see it on the screen over there now.
Hey, first shot.
Look at that.
I think that's like a show first right there.
I think that is. That felt good.
Out the gate.
Right on.
Excellent.
Coming out hot.
On the money.
No,
Well-
I just wake up in the morning and I'll piss excellent.
Yep. We were talking before we got rolling about, we mentioned eyesight a little bit, and I think everyone here has bad vision, right? Safe to say.
I mean, I know I have astigmatism in both eyes, and I had done nothing to correct it. So
Right.
has it gotten worse? Maybe. It's been so gradual, and I haven't gone to get tested
Yeah.
that I really don't know. I just assume it's shitty.
I have a dangerous level of vision, like without any type of, aid, visual aid.
Mm-hmm.
I can see, but I seem to miss important details, I guess. You know?
I feel
And so I feel like I can see, but I definitely like it. But when I actually put glasses or contacts on,
Yeah.
I realized how much I was missing.
Yeah.
I'm like that. It seems kind of dangerous that I
For sure.
feel like I can see so much.
Do you have to select the, like, yes, I need glasses or contacts to drive at the licensing place?
Not yet. Not yet.
I think the key is you just say, no, I'm good, and then you don't have to have that on your license.
Exactly.
But
so far, I guess when I've gone back, the last time I went to the eye doctor, I think I just in my glasses, it's been like 6-7 months now, at least by now. But and before that, it was when I initially got them. But it was because of driving. It was because I went to go and get a new license, and it made me retake a vision test, and I failed that vision test. She made me look in the little box, and she was like,
Damn.
What side of the screen is this letter on? And I'm like, just waiting for her to turn it on, and she's just waiting for me to answer.
See, last time I thought that was the case too. But last time I went there, I go up and like they have the little machine, right, that you stick your forehead on or whatever.
Exactly what, yeah.
So I'm refilling my paperwork. I'm confirming my address because all I'm doing is getting a new license because my shit was expiring, and I was like waiting for them to do the eye test thing, and they were like, "Do you need glasses or contacts to drive?" And I was like, no. They just marked it no, and I didn't take any sort of test.
You haven't told me I needed them yet.
Yeah, and like I've had to take that test before, but I've always done it like with my contacts in. So like, yeah, I'm gonna pass the test.
you're gonna
you know.
pass,
But I don't know. Are you supposed to like? Is it supposed to be a test of your raw vision ability? But
That's what it's
I
supposed
guess
to be.
well, that's bullshit. I'm not gonna go to the DOL and stand there and take my fucking contacts out. What am I gonna hold them in my hand while I take this test? And
Well,
then,
it's just supposed to say on your license needs corrective vision.
Yeah, but that's
now
so that
they
you can
give
get
you an extra
arrested.
ticket or arrested if you don't have it.
Yeah.
And that's just another way for the law to fuck you.
exactly.
So yeah, I agree with you. Don't.
Yeah, the doctor I went to hooked me up. He was like, well, none of hooked me up. He was like, yeah, you do need glasses, but it's not bad enough for like a license restriction.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was like, you just show this to them, and it shows that you don't need glasses, even though you can't pass their stupid test. But the chick was extremely nice to me about it. Like, I was bombing on this. She did like 4 different variations of tests and gave me several tries on each of them, and I got absolutely nothing wrong.
She's like,
And
are you
she's
sure?
like, yeah, read the third line from the top. And I'm like, H. She's like, you mean K, right? Yeah. I was like, yeah, K. T. B.
That's it.
And she was like, all right, you got this one? And yeah, I never got anything right. And so she was like, I'm gonna just need you to go and see an eye doctor, and then then you bring that paper back with you. And that's what he gave me, and I was able to get my license, and I went again. And I was like, do I need to update my license or anything? And they were like, nah, you're good. And I was like, all right, cool.
See, I think when I did mine, it was because I think I'm a couple years older than you guys, right? So I think a couple years ago is when I had to do my up on it. It was like 2019 or 2020 that I had to do it. And I fucking guessed at the eye thing. I just guessed.
Just tried your
either
hardest.
the lady,
Fucking,
and
yeah.
she really didn't seem like she wanted to be there. So she might have just been like, fuck
Whatever,
it. I
yeah.
don't care if you do any of them right
Yeah.
or wrong. Just fucking act like you're doing it.
Doesn't matter to me. Just don't fucking hit me.
And
on my way home.
somehow I fucking passed it because I was like, I swear to God, I don't see half the shit she asked me if it was there. Like a little line bouncing around the square. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, they do
I don't
little like,
fucking-
can you see this
Yeah,
thing? Which
yeah.
side
Yeah,
is
like
this thing
peripheral
on?
shit. I'm like, I don't see it. but I have pretty good peripheral. Like if I look straight ahead, I can see out to like right here. But I moved my eye. But like right here, this is where it ends. I can see my hand.
The only thing that made me feel like I needed glasses was like while driving, the lights of oncoming traffic, I go completely blind.
Feel you.
Like and I was like, is that normal? Is it everywhere? Like I was like, yeah, no one can see with lights flashing in their face. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. I just wait until, there's no lights in my face, and I'll be able to see.
Yeah.
Duh. Like,
But
and
it
I didn't
stays
realize.
for a while.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, that reminds me of something. And when is enough with these fucking headlights? They get brighter and brighter every single
piss
car.
me
Every new car,
off.
it's like, holy shit, your brights are on. And then like if you
Nope.
flash them,
Regular,
like
yeah.
you give them a little flash, like, hey buddy, your brights are on, you're blinding me. And then they hit
they
their
flash,
actual brights.
yeah, they flash their
oh
brights.
my god! And then
Oh,
you realize
geez.
like, no, this is just like
why
these are
do you need
this is
50,000
dangerous,
lumen
yeah.
fucking lights?
My
Right,
God.
like, dude, Jesus Christ. You don't need to burn the back of my retina.
Yeah.
Yo, it's getting so bad. Like, there's been times now where I'm driving and there's a car behind me, and the lights are so fucking bright that they're blasting into my rearview mirror
Yep,
and both of my
right
side
in
mirrors,
your
and just
face.
You
like
can't see shit
yo,
in
it's
front of you.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like it's blocking your vision enough that you can't see through the windshield from the fucking
Yeah.
mirrors. It's like
You got to
What
do
are
that
we
little
doing here?
tab on the
and flick it up.
Yeah,
up,
flick
and then
that thing
I try to
up.
push out the mirrors. I'm like, I don't need to know. I'm gonna just crash into them side to side if that's what it needs to be.
Such
like,
bullshit.
I'm just crashing into them.
I just don't understand.
can't
Like,
see.
what? How has no one? I don't know, dude. It's got to have caused accidents before, right?
Yeah, how
Like,
is there no filter? It scares the shit out of it. I know what you're talking about because I just chalk it up to night blindness because I already go fucking blind as soon as dusk hits. Like all the detail and everything, as long as I can remember. I thought everybody was that way, and then I found people that
Yeah,
weren't.
nobody can see at night.
I was like, as soon as it gets dusk, like I can't see your face anymore. You're a silhouette.
Yeah.
That's what most
like
things
low
are. It's
light.
like different shades of gray and black. That's everything. And then when you're going down the freeway, especially like Boeing here, when I head home and the lights over the fucking thing,
Yeah.
it's the worst. I hate coming through the little tunnel piece because that's when I get blinded and you got like this narrow little pass to go through. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn it, I can't see, and I'm blinking trying to fucking
Oh,
see.
and it's foggy as shit today.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
man. It was
Yeah.
hard. It was tough getting over here, and like I was driving while it was still pretty much light out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that goddamn volcano that erupted.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it steamed off a bunch of like ocean water, right? I mean, it blew
guess so.
through. It was an underwater volcano, and it blew up through the water and like out into the atmosphere, right? So, I mean, I could be wrong.
yes.
I've only really seen the top-down view, so, but it looks like a big ass like
It's been
explosion.
getting foggy over here for days now. Either way, I'm pretty sure this didn't help having
Yeah.
all the steam.
Because it's foggy all the way over where I live. That's like a good deal inland.
Oh yeah, it's thick. It's like it's even thicker, like after you get through Boeing. But here, I'm gonna show these people. This is
What's
the
it-
explosion.
What's it
It's
called?
Huge up there right now.
What's it called for the people?
It's the Tonga, I think, right?
Tonga?
You were able to pronounce it like perfectly.
Tonga?
Yeah, like off the top. I've been fucking struggling with it. Struggling here.
Tonga volcano.
Yeah, it's the Tonga volcano.
Yeah, while
Look
he's
at-
looking that up, we are actually under tsunami watch here.
We are.
And we are probably, us specifically here in this studio, are maybe, I would call it a country mile, just about a country mile from the
shoreline.
From the shoreline.
Yeah.
Not far enough away to get away in any reasonable amount of time.
Well, but-
should the worst type of tsunami so happen, but
I don't know this area like super well, but isn't the water like? Aren't we pretty like way uphill from the water?
we are actually pretty uphill from the water.
We are.
So,
But the
but we're right here, like we're
Yeah.
the wall that it hits.
there,
Right.
there is like a shallower spot over this way that's closer to the water line. Like not this beachhead that has a nice like hill that goes down, but there's one that's kind of over this way off from the Richie people's house.
Yep.
There's a bunch of mansions back there that are up on the high spot, and then
Yep.
it goes down to a low dip and beach there, and that could just bloom. But they say that from what I saw, they were saying it was going to be about 2.5 to 3 foot swells in the highest spots in most places, which is just stay the fuck off the beaches.
Yep, yep.
Don't go into the water.
No.
'cause
Yeah, for us who have
Currents.
property and offices
Yeah.
on the beach, technically,
Yeah.
practically. There's not really a way to do that. So,
That's a fact.
should you hear us sound like we're drowning,
Hopefully you'll see.
Yeah,
first.
live stream.
That would be sick. I mean, it wouldn't be sick, but it would be sick for you guys. It would be the best content you'll ever
would
see.
be.
Okay,
Man.
so is this
Viral
video you
shit.
got pulled up? This is the waves from the tsunami today
In Tonga.
hitting the
Tonga.
island of Tonga. Okay. All right, I got you.
Underwater.
So
Very
volcano
Tonga.
erupted underwater.
Hope they're all right out there.
Yeah, man, for sure.
It's nuts. And like, you're the only one who's ever been anywhere close to anything like this.
Well,
Like,
yeah, with Katrina.
your shit was.
Yeah, I feel for him.
Damn.
That shit's
He has
nuts.
hit Tonga's
Everybody
largest
has family
island,
there.
Tonga Tapu, and reportedly sent waves flooding into the
So
capital
that's the
after an
aerial
underwater volcano
view
in the South Pacific
Yeesh.
exploded
From
in
the
a violent
satellite.
eruption on Saturday, sending a cloud of
It's
ash
floating
and
in
gas steam
space.
into the air. Satellite imagery shows a massive ash cloud and shockwaves spreading from the eruption. Waves crossed the shoreline of
Craziness.
Tonga's capital, Nuku'alofa, on Saturday,
Not good.
blowing onto coastal roads and flooding properties,
Yeah,
according to
way
CNN
too
affiliate
big.
Radio New Zealand, RNZ. A
I remember
tsunami
being
warning
out
has
in
been
Hawaii
issued for the island.
And just the
So
regular
Tonga.
waves of
Tsunami
that was
advisories
too
have
big
also
for me,
been issued as
Yeah.
far
Yeah,
away
that's
as
what I
New
was
Zealand's
saying.
North
It's
Island.
relatively okay swimmer.
The
yeah.
Humpatong
Those guys are
Kahungahapa
just
volcano
kicking
first
it.
erupted
You're like,
Friday,
oh, it's just a nice
sending a
swell,
plume of
bruh.
ash 20 kilometers,
Fat swells,
12.4
8-foot waves
miles,
instead of
into the air,
4-footers.
I
according
wonder
to
if there was like
RNZ.
any
when
like
we were out there.
I wonder how much like how fast this all happened, you know?
It
Like
happened last night from the information that I was able to gather.
cuz I know that like scientists have like they monitor the oceans and like there's seismic measuring
yeah.
devices all around the world that like, help predict and like detect these things, but I just wonder like from the time that fucking mushroom cloud blew up, like how many hours before that was
Yeah,
there some
just
scientist
erupted
in a
Tonga,
lab
yeah.
somewhere like, holy shit, it's happening, and
Yeah.
like hitting that red button that's like, dude,
Yeah.
red alert, you know what I mean?
Like, this is not a drill.
Exactly.
It's
Like
actually real
what's
huge
the
amount of seismic activity going
yeah,
on.
right. The first
Or is
person-
my computer glitching? Like,
yeah, dude, it's like a fucking Nicolas Cage end of the world movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's
Sir, the computers, they're malfunctioning. And then he's like, it's not a malfunction.
It's crazy the amount of stuff that we
It's a
actually
star.
can't measure now, though. Like,
Yeah.
right. And
Wow,
some
this-
crazy asshole. I gotta find that video because fucking kudos to this dude for being a straight up G.
When he
And
record the
he's on the fucking water,
during this eruption today?
just recording the shit out of it. Okay.
That's wild.
It
Is he
was
on the water like on a
insane.
boat? For some reason I thought on like a paddleboard at first, and then
Here we go.
oh, yeah, he's just out there literally whistling on the wall.
Yeah. He's out here Mickey Mouse and it in his boat.
who films like that?
Definitely
Can't see shit. Or maybe who crops like that? I don't know. At what point? Some
It's
point.
like cell phone footage. That was like,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just straight up
exactly.
doesn't exist and still just going about his day. He's like, God, that ain't gonna stop me from fishing. Fuck those 40-foot waves coming my way.
Dude, I saw a video a couple days ago of this cliffside that like broke off
Yeah.
and like fell onto like 3 different boats. That
Yep.
shit. Oh man, that
it
was gnarly,
definitely
too.
killed whoever was in the first set
I think,
of boats.
dude, I think it said there was like 20 people dead.
Oh,
That's
see,
crazy.
like,
Yeah,
I
dude,
just
a
saw
whole
the-
like it's like this massive cliff, and then like the face of it just like breaks off and just crashes down into the water.
That's
it just
nuts.
smokes these boats. It's
where,
really.
did they say where
I think it was in Colombia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, like I ran across a video. It just like in all of my feeds for certain businesses. They serve locally Seattle, so I try to like force the algorithm to show me things relevant to Seattle.
Yeah.
And I logged into one of these pages and I'm scrolling through YouTube, and I see plane tragedy in Seattle, and I'm like,
Shit.
what? No plane has like, here other than that small plane that crashed right here next to Boeing that one time. That was a small plane. It was
Yeah.
like this. The picture on the thumbnail was a jet, like a
Right,
747.
of course. Right.
So, but
And it's like a
it ends up being an Airbus. but it happened like in 2017. But it's like it'll be one of those like you get to listen to the recording of the actual event,
the black
or what
box
have you,
recording.
the recording, and
That shit trips me out.
they do like a 3D render reenactment of the plane and how
Yeah.
everything happened, so you can see, because they have all the data now once they get the plane back.
Oh, it makes
But-
my heart just skip. You already know how I feel about
To
planes.
think it was some Delta flight like just a few years ago that I lived here, I was still
Yeah.
here. We all
Yeah.
here. I didn't remember this. I didn't remember this being in the news. Or
I don't
anything.
remember that either.
But
That's 'cause
on
they'll
its
keep
way
that
to
shit up.
Tokyo, one of the engines explodes, like catches on fire, and it's just a flame in the air while these people are on their way to Tokyo just after takeoff. And so they end up having to, circle it back with their plane
we
on
gotta
fire.
land again.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Quickly.
and what you would think quickly, but they take all the time in the world. Would seem like forever. You gotta imagine these people
Yeah.
on the back of the plane freaking out. You can see this out the window. There's no
Right.
hiding that the
I'm sure
plane's
people are
on
filming
fire.
it and shit.
Nope.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. No, that's not. If I'm on that plane, it's gonna take every person on that plane to stop me from making that motherfucker land that shit immediately.
like he's talking to the
Immediately.
air traffic control. What I didn't know that there's two. There's like an air traffic control and there's like a landing. Whoever is like is controlling
Yeah.
landing on the ground and whatnot. It's a whole different system. And he switches over to the people who are like control landing as they're like circle back to try to go land. And they're like, okay, we. I come in and land. And he's like, nah, I think we're gonna run a couple more checks here and blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, you're pretty calm about this. Like, you can't check it on the way. Like,
Did you take
like,
15,
you know what
like
I'm saying?
15
Like,
Xanax before you
yeah, I
started
was like,
flying,
why
bro?
are you so calm? Your plane's on fire, G. Like,
Dude,
you're
that's
like,
funny.
I'm sure the 240 souls that you were just talking about would appreciate you figuring whatever checks you want to do out on the way
Get
to
it to the
landing.
ground.
Yeah,
That's-
get
Figure it
to
out
the
there.
ground,
That's
G.
it's funny that you talk about plane crashes because I have plane crash dreams like all the time,
Oh, dude.
constantly.
Seriously?
Yeah, but the thing
Constantly.
is, like, it never bothers me. Like in my dream, it's almost like at the point that the plane starts like going down, and it's like I'm looking out the window, and it's almost like I go lucid, and I'm like, oh god damn it, well, plane's crashing again, and then it like whips around like violently, but it feels like just like a roller coaster, and then I'm just fucking fine. And I just get out and I start walking, and like but I have this dream all the time, and it's different planes, like spacecraft or airplanes or jets or like small planes.
That is
but
crazy.
I watch a lot of those YouTube channels of like the plane crashes and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
so do
'cause
I.
that shit's really
Crazy.
fascinating to me, and like I fly a ton for work, and it seems weird that I
That's-
would like
yeah,
watching all
that's
those videos,
nuts.
but they actually make me feel safer because like I've learned so much about how aircraft work and like how. Like with every accident, every other airplane becomes that much more safer because they learn and they really are like so thorough and everyone fucking alive because
obviously, yeah.
that's
Huge.
obviously that's
Huge.
I mean, not to make it like impersonal, but the amount of people you kill directly affects your bottom line,
Yeah.
So they have every incentive to have
Keep you alive.
keep you alive and have those planes be safe and operational and never be not flying.
That's what I told myself the entire way to Hawaii, and
Well,
the whole way back.
And the thing is, like,
And then
even
I
if
took
you're
drugs.
even even if your engine does catch on fire, like I could totally like. I'm sure it would like be a little exhilarating if it's actually happening to you, but like I feel like I would know rationally.
Oh,
like,
I'm
okay,
freaking out.
I know that the fuel.
If I'm a passenger on the flight and I see the engine on fire,
yeah,
It's
after
over.
we're taking off headed to Tokyo, so we're over water immediately.
It's a wrap.
There's no containing me.
No.
I'm getting whatever weapon I can find. I'm taking whatever nurse or whatever they're called, the fucking flight attendant.
I'm taking them all.
Where is the parachute? It's mine.
I'm
And
taking
I need
it.
it.
I'm
I'm
hopping out
taking
this
the parachute,
motherfucker.
and I'm waiting until we're 100 feet off the ground, and I'm jumping. So fuck all of you.
Dude.
The parachute's mine. You wouldn't be able to contain me. There's nothing.
You know what
And it
sucks?
sucks that it actually landed without a problem, because then I would have had to like look at all these people in the
Yeah.
face.
Been like, I was gonna
Hey,
let
fuck
you die.
I was gonna live. I would have told all your kids you were great people, but fuck, I'm living.
I would have built a memorial in your name. It would have been the greatest memorial. It would have been fantastic. I
Dude.
swear to God. It would have been amazing. But I couldn't do that if I died.
Yeah, no.
So I had to.
There's a point on every flight that I take, and like I fly probably, I mean, upwards of like 20 flights a year. Sometimes it's like up to
Jesus
50. Like
Christ.
sometimes it's a lot. Like I usually make MVP on Alaska, which is like 20,000
Holy
miles.
shit.
And so if you do that within a calendar year, you get a bunch of perks and shit, and like you get upgrades and free drinks and
I
shit.
need first class
That's
where
dope.
you're in like a capsule and you don't know you're in a plane.
That'd be
See,
sick.
I got good at kind of working Alaska system just because my uncle just retired a week ago. He was my plug. I would always get buddy passes from him.
Oh,
and I would
man.
always sometimes finagle a way to figure out how to get myself in the first class. So just
Yeah.
off of his buddy passes, off the show.
You are good with the fucking airline system.
Yeah.
I've seen it in person. It is
Seen it
fucking.
work.
I was in the wrong line for 10 minutes. I thought I was good, bro.
But I don't fly 20 times a year. I maybe
Yeah.
fly
I know,
4,
well,
5,
but
6 times
you
a year.
still
at
know
best.
your way around an airport. I was lost like a fucking sad puppy. It was bad.
My I have this point on every flight where once you're going like a certain speed and you start taking off and like I start seeing the ground get further and further, there's like this mental line where I think like, okay, up till now, like at this point, okay, now if anything happens, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
And then like as you're landing, it's the same thing. As you're coming down, and then once you get to a
probably
certain
good right
low
about
enough,
now.
it's like, all right, dude,
We're
we're
probably
fine.
good.
Both
We're
engines
probably
could explode. We're probably
Yeah,
still gonna
even
be fine.
if it,
you
even
know?
if the landing gear is not out,
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
slide
just
into
belly
it.
slide, you know.
Yeah,
if
we'll
there's
be-
no cliff at the end of the airport, like, we're good.
Speaking of cliffs, let me show you this. Here you go.
Oh, you got that cliff video? Yeah, dude, check this out.
And
Whoa,
Dude, it's like
Whoa.
a giant fucking piece. I mean, that's gotta be
10 people dead
Yeah.
after rock
oh,
face
10
crash.
people
10
dead.
people
Man,
died
dude,
in
yeah,
that?
Oh my
Holy
God,
shit.
yeah, the whole fucking boat got slapped. Just fucking taken.
Yeah, we're right there.
You see this little red boat trying to get out. He's like, I'm fucking out. This shit's moving.
I haven't
Watch. This
I haven't
little red
seen
boat in
that
the
cut.
back.
Yeah, that's the long cut.
Oh, man.
Holy shit, you gotta dive.
Yeah, see that little red boat? He's like, I'm fucking out. And he just gets the last tail
Dude,
end
I
whip
feel like
of
you
that.
can. Oh man.
That's
Yeah, that's
nuts.
gnarly. That is gnarly. Watch
You
out for
gotta-
cliffs,
being
man.
around that shit's dangerous. I saw a video of a group of people watching like a building demo where a building was coming down. They
Oh shit.
build this building up and it goes down without a problem, but a rock shoots from probably where they're watching 6 blocks away, all the way past them at bullet speed.
Oh, damn.
And just luckily it hits nobody. But if it would have hit anyone anywhere, it's at minimum in like a surgical procedure
Yeah.
that
Oh
has
yeah.
to help
Major
you.
surgery.
Major surgery.
Straight to the ER.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Straight to the
maybe
ER.
get the
That shit's-
helicopter.
If you're lucky and it didn't hit you square anywhere,
God damn it.
and
Dude.
which would have killed you.
All right. I don't know. You guys remember FPS Russia?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Alright,
You
have
know
you
about
seen-
that Joe on a podcast?
Yeah,
now.
yeah. He's on the. Fuck, I
imagine
forget what it's
that.
called. It's got a weird name.
I felt like I was on the hunt for that fool. I was like, he disappeared. And
Well,
then I found him.
There's a
Pull
video
off
of
the
him
phone cage.
blowing up a truck. I think he shoots some sort of weapon at a truck and he blows it up. And the passenger door, if I remember right, it comes flying off. And this shit goes so, like, it's flying. I mean, it's
Yeah.
lethal, absolutely lethal. And it just goes straight fucking by him. And it's like, it's so fast that as in slow-mo, like as it's flying past him,
It looks
he's
like
like,
he has
it's
no
late.
reaction.
Yeah, it's late
Yeah.
for him to react because his reaction
That's
is
how
almost
fast
like.
it passed. Like it
Oh,
looks so
God.
G because it passes him and he's just still busting
Yeah,
and busting.
dude,
it,
it's
like,
insane.
Yeah. But
I
but
bet
little
if you
you
look
know,
up
it's
FPS
moving
Russia
so
door,
fast that
you'll find
doesn't
it.
have time to react. Like trust me, once he realized that this door went flying past his head, he's gonna be scared.
Yeah, you get the after scares.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Truck
like
door?
yeah, truck door.
Oh, yeah. I think this is the one. Almost died. Yeah, let me get it set up here and get it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that channel.
I've
is
definitely
lost back
definitely
in the
had some moments of like the after scaries.
Yeah.
where something happens and then afterwards you realize like, oh, holy
was-
shit, that could have been so bad.
Yeah, that's
Leo
why I
is such
didn't
a
ride
high-powered
motorcycles for a
rifle.
long time.
Yeah.
Let's get a nice big explosion, maybe a little shrapnel going.
Yeah, man. Ooh,
Dude. Would have fucking cut him in half.
yeah, that would have cut
he
him
would have
in
no longer
half.
been alive.
That's probably like
Like, lots of shrapnel.
90 to
Well, I
100
really
pounds
like
a
this rifle,
door.
I've got to say, like I said, it's
They
so
came
compact,
at the
you
speed of a
can fold
bullet.
it up.
Yeah,
Flying
He's
past
got to
it.
be at least like
Hope you guys
100
enjoyed
feet
the
away.
video, and as
I mean,
always,
that thing
nice
in a
day.
fraction of a second, that
Was
mass was
past
behind
him.
him. Yeah. That's so fucked
Yeah,
up.
that would have easily split him in half.
I remember one time, me and my buddy, we were driving up.
Why? That's my question. Why would you do that?
Well, why would you do that standing that close? I
Without,
mean,
like,
I get it. You do it for the
sandbags. in front of
Yeah,
you.
you do it for the tube, man. For
Yeah,
the YouTube.
I don't know. I like to live. That's all I'm saying. I like to live.
Me and my
I
buddy-
like to go shoot guns and they make explosions and shit, but I like to make sure I do it safe.
We
I set up a firing line, like
we went hiking up Mount Pilchuck. You guys ever been up to the top where you can see there's a big lookout and you can see like
is it the one that has the mailbox at the top?
there might be a mailbox up there.
Place to,
But-
like, set shit when you get
No,
up
it's
there.
it's got an entire like gazebo like built on top of the rocks.
Maybe I haven't been to that one yet.
Well, it's a very popular hike. It's one of those kind of like mainstream hikes, you know, where
okay.
pretty much anyone can get to the top. Some people definitely have a harder time than others. There's a little bit of like boulder scrambling and
Yeah.
you know, and depending on the time of the year, there can be snow and stuff. But
Aren't there ice caves over there?
there are,
been
at
to
a
the ice
different
caves.
part of the mountain. But yeah, there are.
I've been to the ice caves for sure.
So we were climbing up, and we got up to a certain point where we were in the like subalpine, so the trees kind of clear out, and it's just like the rocky mountaintop, and you can see the top, but you can also see the trail going like kind of back and forth. And we were like, you know what? Fuck, dude, let's just go straight for the top. Like, why take the trail all around all this
Yeah,
bullshit?
straight, yeah.
We're both agile. We can
yeah,
climb.
we can climb
Let's just
shit.
go to the top, dude. It's just straight up right there. And so like we start climbing up and we get pretty fucking high up where I mean it was probably I would say a quarter mile maybe of like distance from where we started to how high up we were trying to get in elevation. And so it was a good distance, you know, but we got almost all the way up and then we ended up on a rock face where it was too steep. Like it was so steep that we were both on our heels on this ledge, like our heels on a ledge, our asses and our shoulders on a rock wall, and like kind of leaning back almost at like a 45-degree angle. And down below us is like just a bunch of trees and bushes, and like it's the kind of thing where if you start rolling down this shit, you're gonna roll down the goddamn mountain, and then eventually you're gonna stop either hitting a tree or like a rock.
Yeah.
And
Sounds like a lot,
Get
like
fucked up.
the time we went camping and we were trying to make it to some, like a better camping spot. I don't know what the fuck we were doing.
Oh, we were looking for flat ground.
Yeah,
is what we were looking for.
Like for a tent?
No
Yeah.
flat ground.
We
Dude.
thought we saw some flat ground, and that turned out to be like a mosh, like a
Yeah.
fucking swamp. And so there was no real flat ground. It was all
Yeah,
soft and soggy and
an
just
illusion.
soaked. And so we're like, all right, we're gonna make our way back up and around. That was a mistake.
We're just like we're not. No trail, no anything. There's no. We're talking the side of forest.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what we're trekking through.
right.
Yeah.
Because we think, we're both agile, we can do it, and so we're on logs of trees that have fallen
Yeah.
in order to make it across or make it to wherever we're going.
Yeah, because the brush is like so insanely thick.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's the real
and
fucking
there's
forest.
nothing
Yeah.
underneath you but brush.
Yeah.
And it's so you think that like when you're on the log, you're like, oh yeah, so the brush is up this high. There must be like flat ground here. Like it should be semi-flat. So we're just hopping along these logs, and we get between two logs where there's a gap, and it's all soggy and wet, and like it's got that nice little sheen of slickness, that fucking tree snot that's all over it.
Yeah.
And so he goes to jump. What happens then?
Bro, I missed this vlog by like I didn't want to undershoot it because
Right.
undershooting it would have meant into sticker bushes and for God knows how long down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would have just sucked either way to try to get me out. It would have sucked to move around to try to get out of that. So I didn't want to undershoot the log. So I give it a little bit extra and I overshoot the goddamn log. And I end up falling, man, I'm talking ass first for like 14 feet.
Yeah, it was a way bigger drop than I assumed. or
Yeah.
else I would have been shaking in my boots. the
Yeah,
whole time.
already
Yeah.
the log was a lot further down. Because I'm on the way down, you're like, it should be right here. And so you brace and
Yeah,
you pack.
right.
And when that doesn't happen,
Oh, bro.
like your
That's so
momentum's
scary.
thrown off now because you planned for it to be right
You
there.
used
So
your
now-
one midair movement.
Exactly.
You only get one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It
Now
was
you're
so
drifting into a way where you never would be able to land on anything.
Yeah.
And I'm just drifting backwards. And I'm like, I hope I hit something before I go upside down. And thankfully, I hit something.
Dude.
And I end up just being one more jump down to like being able to walk straight to the beach. And so once I realized that, I looked back at Zach and I'm like, hey, yo, this is where we got to be.
This is the way.
this is
Look,
the way back.
This is the way back. Like, we were trying to find the way back on this point because we found the marsh and we got through to the marsh and we're like, this is fucked. Get through the log. He ends up down and I'm like, fuck, is it better to have not known that it was that far of a fucking drop?
Yeah.
Or to now know
Have went
and
first,
know
yeah.
that you need to jump down there
Yeah.
and be afraid of heights. Like, I'm terrified of heights and now I know that it's because I hear him fall and
Yeah.
it doesn't go quickly.
No, yeah,
I'm like-
I was falling for a hot minute.
What the fuck?
And then I missed the log that we're supposed to be jumping to.
Dude.
And I already didn't have faith enough, really, to make it to that log. And so I just, like, step off the log and go down. It was a nightmare. It was a fucking nightmare. But we ended up at the spot we needed to be. That was the funny part. Is like, we literally
Nice.
fell into the place we needed to be.
That's
And
awesome.
we were able to bring the girls out. Because that was the thing. So, like, we had 2 people with us. You know,
Oh,
like,
shit.
we're trying
I
to
don't
find a
hike
spot
much.
for them and
Man.
shit. And we're like, you chill over here, and then we're trying to find our way back to them, and it's like getting dark. And fuck, trying to make it through all this shit.
Dude,
It
I remember
was
one time
insane.
I got roped into going on this like late night. It wasn't late night, okay? It was like 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock in the summer, right? So that's like you still got a few hours of light left.
Yeah.
But they're like, hey, my buddy's like, hey man, me and these 2 chicks are gonna go to the river. Like, you should come with. So it's like, so this other chick's not like third wheeling, and I was like,
You need another person.
I was like, I mean, is she hot? Like, what's up? And he's like, yeah, dude, they're both hella hot. And I show up, and they're not.
They're not.
No one in the situation is hella hot at all. And we end
Don't
up,
sell yourself short like that, bro. The fuck?
dude.
I caught that.
These were
You listeners
awkward,
caught that.
awkward years.
Awkward years.
This is like this is like the high school days.
the
Like,
braces and all the peckly faces and shit.
but dude, we end up going to the river. It gets dark, and then these chicks want to go. They want to take a different way back to the car than the way we came. They wanted to go in the opposite direction down the trail because like the river was just off like a little offshoot from a trail. And so when we were done at the river and walked back up to the trail, instead of walking the way we came,
Yeah.
they thought we should go the other way and just like see. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's take an adventure. It'll
And
be
I was like, okay,
awesome.
well, I mean, it's like almost dark, you know, and it's getting dark, and it's also getting kind of chilly.
We could
And like,
die.
I didn't really want to go in the first place, and I kind of feel a little ripped off, and I just wanted to get back to the car.
feel a little ripped off.
And
I was promised a dime.
dude, we
I
ended
come
up
here and there's
we
a
ended up
2 cent
having to
piece.
walk for like hours in the dark, and at this point, we're on a trail, we're on a trail walking in the dark, and we finally get to the road, and then we have to hitchhike back the direction that we should have been going in the first place when we left the river. It was insane. The whole thing was so awful, and I never let my buddy live that down.
Oh, straight up. I would never. I'd be like, hey, man, you remember that dime you told me about? And I'll show up and I end up getting maybe a nickel at best. I'm a little upset, and I think you owe me some change. At least tell me so I need to take one for the team, my guy. Be
But
like, take it for the team.
I remember
It's okay.
at some point as we were all walking, I mean, this kind of relates to the forest and nature, but like how we were all walking and it was actually like legit dark outside. And like, I mean, phones were not, they didn't have like the sick ass flashlights that they do today.
Right.
It's like a flip phone and I'm
1,000
Literally
lumens
had the
plus.
screens, the brightness.
yeah, dude,
the
turn
light,
that
yeah.
shit all the way
That
up.
was
You
the
got about
brightest part of it.
45 minutes on max battery. But yeah, I just remember walking like in the pitch black and like every couple minutes it was like, oh my God, is that a bear? Oh my God. Oh, there's something in the bushes. Oh my God. And they're like freaking out. And the whole time I'm just like, we could always just go back, the way that we're supposed to go.
Where it's safe.
It just, the whole thing made no sense. And I remember like that feeling of like, holy shit, I've gotten myself out here in the total black wilderness alone. There's no street lights.
I can't see shit.
I literally can't see.
God.
This is so ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't even get like moonlight because the trees are covering and shit.
Exactly. I was like,
you're
I'm
just
gonna
fucking
get
stuck.
mauled by a cougar, and it's gonna be someone else's fault. But it's actually gonna be, even though I know deep down it'll be my fucking fault.
No, it's your brother's fault. He lied to you first off.
Yeah.
He got you there on premise. He didn't even use the homie card and just be like, yo, fuck this gargoyle for me, please. Like, I'm trying to get this other thing that I think is hot, but it's probably a gargoyle too. I'm trying to get some booty hole. So take one for the team. Like, I've been there. I've had to be that guy to ask that question, and I've had to be the guy to take the teamer. And I'm not an attractive guy, but I can usually get some pretty fair looking ladies.
Well, don't sell yourself short,
Oh,
good sir.
Yeah, but I know what I look like.
I like the beanie. I like that rolled up beanie. I think that's the first time I've seen you wear not a Richwoods hat in like a long fucking time. Maybe the first time.
Yeah, I did all of my laundry, and I found this beanie because I'm cleaning out.
Nice.
Because we're doing a move. My house is moving, so
yes.
yeah. Hopefully, I'll get this Audi running. I got
Yeah,
this
what's up with
Audi
that?
going. So
You
I
said you
gotta
got some
get-
tires for it, right?
Yeah, I got the tires, and like I was told that would be all that was needed. That's what I was told. But I should have known better, because it's never just that.
Yeah.
It's never just that. No matter what anybody says, it's never just that.
So is it like not running right? Is it not starting? Like
It
what's the
starts, but like
check
the-
engine light or?
No, so it needs an underpan. That's one thing. It does need a brake fluid reservoir. The one I have is cracked, and I called in to ask how much one was. Yes.
The guess depends on where you call. Did you call a car dealership?
No.
Where'd you call?
I called and here I'm gonna add this information. My grandpa has a business account with all these places, so he gets it at like MSRP, right? So cheaper than average retail.
Okay, and it's a what year?
98
'98 Audi
A4
A4.
1.8 T four-banger.
And it's a brake fluid.
Brake fluid housing, so like the thing in the engine bay that holds the brake fluid
Yeah.
up in the top. It's a little. I had the word and then I lost.
I know I lost it too because I got really
That's
ripped.
funny.
I can
Yeah.
picture it in my head the brake fluid
Container.
fucking holder.
Yeah, it's like a container.
All right, well, I'm guessing
Reservoir. That's the
Reservoir,
name.
yeah, there you go.
I thought Reservoir Dogs. Yeah.
I'm gonna say $79
Goddamn. Way better, closer than I had.
before shipping.
Way better than I had. So it's $86 before
Okay.
shipping and handling and taxes and all that. So it's about $100
Yeah.
for a plastic thing about yay big
Yeah.
for it. And yeah, so that's cool. So I'm gonna probably try to find one at a wrecking yard.
Yeah, dude. Check out Pick and Pull or whatever, because that's probably the way to go.
I'm about to try to find a 3D printer and just fucking 3D print one. Like,
Well,
it's
I-
simplistic.
I
can
bet
build
you
it.
if you could find some at a wrecking yard, like if you could find that car or a car from that year that'll fit, like I bet you that they still have the reservoir, because like that's an uncommon part to like
Yeah,
need, you know.
exactly. That's probably why it's so expensive. Other than the fact that I find out that Audis are just expensive.
They are. That's the power of German engineering.
Yeah, but this is a good year at least. Like all the ones I looked up, they talk about like most of the Audis, like the timing belt takes 40 hours, and you have to take the entire engine out in order to even get to it.
Yeah.
And so like you're talking $4,000 to $6,000 period just on that in those engines. Man. This one, the front end just kind of comes right off and everything's right there.
See, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And they didn't put like the battery in the fucking trunk like they did on the newer A4s. The newer A4s, like, if the key thing doesn't work and you can't get the thing to turn on, then you can't get the trunk open.
Yeah.
And the battery's in the trunk in order to like jump it. So you catch 22 fucked.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
It's insane. But they do, the one thing that they did do, the guy shows, is like they have one plug for power that you could hook up onto the front, under the hood.
Yeah, yeah.
And then get to the trunk that way. But that's a whole extra step. It's some shit. And they lock out and shit, all kinds of that shit. Like,
yeah, those, I've known those to have like really ridiculous things with the keys, where like the key fob goes out or something, and then it won't recognize it when you try to turn the ignition, and so like it is the key for the car, but the engine won't turn.
Yeah, exactly. That's the new ones. They're like, they don't even have the metal piece anymore. They're just like the plastic fits into this nub and like turns over.
Yeah.
And if that shit fucks up, you're just fucked.
Mm-hmm.
That's end game. And the car locks up. It locked up once before because of the accident that it had from the front end, and that now the stereo doesn't work. So I have to figure out the code for the stereo. And when they swapped it over, they didn't get the code before they reset it. And if you don't get that code, it's just locked. Mm-hmm. So you either have to replace the fucking stereo, or you have to like call Audi and try to get a code and unlock it.
That shit's such. I have a car that it was the exact same thing, where I bought the car used and the stereo was locked and it required like a passcode, like a digital passcode that you had to enter in, and it's written in the manual. Like one of the owners at one point had written down, it's like an 8-digit code or something like that, and I go to try to type it in, and it's hard as shit to try to type on a fucking volume knob of a screen, you know? Like, it's ridiculous trying to do this. And I end up getting the whole damn thing typed in, and it says it's incorrect, and I try it more times. Incorrect. And so I finally call, like, customer service, and I get someone on the phone that's, like, willing to talk to me about my 2003 Honda, you know? And they're like, yeah, it just, if you don't know the code, then it's just, you know, sorry, you can't, there's not really any way to reset it. It's like, well, so I'm just fucked. I just can't listen to music now. Just fucked because I don't know this stupid 8-number code from 25 years ago. Like,
right? Like,
are you kidding me?
And you don't have a 0 reset access code.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna find. I haven't checked on YouTube yet, but I know some motherfucker out there has figured it out for Audi, where they've like figured out the codes and just hacked it. So I'm gonna learn it.
For the radio?
Yeah, the radio's locked up.
That's what I did too. I just got a new stereo and said, fuck it.
The problem is that they hooked that one up to a fucking 6-track CD player in the trunk.
What the fuck? You gotta figure out how to keep that thing.
Yeah, that's what I was like. But they took the actual 6-track player out. So now it's just the case of the fucking thing back there. So I just put my own in there, or like a fucking hard drive bracket. And just all the music in the fucking world hooked straight into the goddamn thing.
Dude,
on the hard drive bracket.
It's so wild that there was like a period of time where we would like modify our cars to enable us to like hold several CDs and play them automatically. Like, we had a whole music library built into the trunk,
dude.
And like it was this device, dude. I remember as a kid, like
jukebox in your trunk.
Yeah, I would see this like disc changer below. I think it was below like the back seat in a big Suburban my family had, because we had like a bunch of kids, and
I've seen it in a bunch of weird places in different cars.
Yeah,
so
dude.
Many crazy.
And
places.
I always thought it was like some kind of PlayStation, because like the metal like trim on the outside had that same like wavy like corrugated look as the PlayStations did, where it's like kind of slotted plastic. It was black and it looked like a PlayStation, and it had like a sliding door and shit. I remember like that would amuse me as a kid. I would just bend over the seat and just play with the fucking CD changer over and over.
Oh, dude.
But,
I used to fuck with our CD changer. We had one that came out and it like spun around like that. Oh, I got so much trouble because that was my mom's good CD thing, and it's like 6-disc changer, and I would fucking just spin it and just eject, spin, just watch it spin for as long as I could possibly get away with it.
It was fun. I remember those.
Dude, it would amuse the shit out. I'm easily entertained. That's why I'm like good at being like solo, is because I could stare at a wall and be entertained. Like I've done it, but like I can watch fucking and learn shit and try different little things, little tasks and stuff, and it keeps me entertained enough to where I'm like, all right, I don't need to do anything else.
Yeah.
Which is a bad thing as well. Like it's easy to get into
Procrastinate that way.
into like I'll just sit down for 15 minutes, or I'll just take like a 10-minute nap, and then you're out for 5 hours, and you're like, fuck, it's 7 p.m.
That's been happening
fuck?
to me a lot lately too. The unintentional long ass naps
Yeah,
have been killing my days lately.
Oh, I took one, I think last Sunday was when I'm like, I'm gonna take a 15-minute nap, and then I'm gonna go
Power
home,
nap, right?
and I end up passing out for like 5 hours. I wake up at 7 o'clock, I run in the house, I'm like, fuck, what happened? And they're like, oh, we'll just do it tomorrow. I'm sorry. Why didn't anybody wake me up? Like I set a 15-minute alarm.
Yeah.
Obviously I slept through it. I don't know why I slept through it. I'm not even that tired. Now I'm more tired from sleeping.
Yeah.
Like-
Now it fucks up your whole. Yeah.
I'm
Just
tired
like,
still, and your whole day is fucked.
Yeah, it's like a drunk, like when you've sipped way too much lean. Like, and you're just like, I can't do anything. I don't want to do anything. I'm just
Or like
lethargic as
the day
fuck.
after doing a bunch of drugs, and like where you're like, you know that you're so tired and exhausted, but like your brain just won't shut off. Like
Yeah.
if you lay down, try to go to sleep, you're just gonna stare at the wall, and like your mind doesn't stop.
See, I've gotten to the point where like if I stare at the wall too long, then there we go.
We're back.
If I stare at the wall too long, I'll think myself asleep. I'll like start getting the real deep thoughts,
Yeah.
and then close my eyes and start to try to imagine it, and then all of a sudden I wake up hours later and I'm like, fuck, how did I fall asleep? I don't even remember falling asleep. You remember, like, that feeling? Have you ever had that feeling where like you fall asleep and you forget that you fell asleep? You're like confused.
Yeah, it's just like really
When you're
confusing.
waking up.
That's why I hate like taking naps on accident. It's so fucking confusing,
Oh yeah. Dude,
So
everything's like,
disorienting.
what time is it? What day is
Sleep
it?
is so rare for me that when it comes on, I know it's coming on.
And you're like, I'm taking it.
And I'm like, this feels like I need to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
I'm going straight to
Because the
sleep.
insomnia is real in my life right now. And like, I can't. People who can just lay down and go to sleep,
Yeah.
like who can just do that, like they just can automatic, like just like they close their eyes and then a couple minutes later they're snoring because they can. I can't control it like
Yeah,
that.
dude, me
I want to
either.
shoot those people in the foot. Like, how can you do that? I would give anything at this point to be able to just turn sleep on like that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more like a stress thing. Like when I get stressed, I guess when I was a kid, the only place I had to go was like to my bed and sleep, and no one would bother me.
Yeah, that's like
So,
your free space.
That's kind of how I'm able to like sleep. And then I thought when I was homeless, I was like, well, I'm gonna need to learn to sleep in the cold and all kinds of other shit. So I'm gonna need to learn how to figure out to just like close my eyes and focus enough to go to sleep. And it takes me like 30-40 minutes. And usually I have to listen to Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd will do it to me. Pink Floyd is my shit. Like that's my go to sleep music every single time. I
jam.
play like 3 songs, and by the 3rd song I can be out. That's my shit. Like I know by that 3rd song I'm fucking I'm going to zoning land. I used to listen to those you ever hear those fucking like Hertz beats? You ever
Yeah,
listen
that
to
are like
shit?
different like rates, different
Yeah,
hertz.
like 4800Z will fucking give you
Yeah.
like fucking consciousness and magic powers and shit. I tried doing that shit for sleep. That kept me up.
Yeah,
I
because
would
it's
be
like
all-
sounds
any other
unnatural.
sound keeps me up.
It's super
I
unnatural.
love music too much. Any other sound is annoying to me. And it keeps me up.
It
so
blew.
I just-
I'm like, this stuff's supposed to put you to sleep. Like, this got tens of millions of views.
Fake white noise. It keeps me up.
I need a
But-
fan.
Anytime we go camping or anything like that, I knock out completely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
if it's
the best
natural ambient noise.
Yeah,
oh,
especially,
I'm
dude, the best is
out.
when you camp near like a river and you just hear, or like a creek or stream, some sort of
You got
flowing
that
water.
stream, yeah.
Oh my god, dude, it's so
Oh.
nice. We did a bachelor party for one of my best friends a couple summers ago out like at the river in Arlington. We just found this spot and camped out there.
Yeah, I think weren't we at your place beforehand skating?
Possibly. Yeah,
It
we
was
probably
somebody's
were.
house. Oh no, it was Aaron's house on his back porch, wasn't it? Like a 3 or 4 stair, and then
Yeah,
because I got
yeah.
like a sunset photo with all of you
Yeah.
guys and shit, and I got a video. There's a video on YouTube of us skating some stair sets.
Down into the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit went ham. You guys went crazy with that shit. There was like one piece of wood that already had holes in it, and they're just flying off of the stair set and into this thing. It's like making holes as they're landing and chucking them into the fucking grass, and they're just sliding out.
Just
Oh,
everyone getting wrecked. Some
It
people
was-
landing sketchy shit.
Hilarious. Oh my
a good
god.
time.
Some of the lands were crazy. And then we found those little like, they were like muskrats or moles or something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
right. Found a little family,
babies.
little baby moles or
That was
something.
crazy.
They were like under one of the boards we moved or
Yeah,
something.
in order to like, and we moved them out of the way to keep them safe so they didn't get crushed. It was pretty cool. I got like a close-up fisheye of them.
I'm gonna have to check that video out again.
Little cuties. Little cuties. I'll try to put a link to it in the description, like timestamps to that thing, so you guys can go see the little cuties if you want. And some of the stair sesh. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's people doing. We had some like, they cook up some good ass dinner. Aaron and his wife.
Yeah, there was some sort of big dinner there.
Don't talk about food. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
Dude, I'm pretty hungry too.
You know, I'll eat the joints and everything. I'm baked and I am ready to eat.
Right, and we only have like, I think, 7 minutes left. It's hard to see. Like, you see how tiny this screen is, what I'm looking at? See how tiny that
Oh
is?
yeah, that is tiny.
It's itty bitty, so it's like really
a
hard to
tiny
see like
screen.
the little numbers, but you can zoom in, but I was having a hard time with it showing the zoom in that I was trying to do. Come on. Zoom in. Be good to daddy.
Well, shit, you guys
It's not
wanna
gonna be.
wrap it up early? So we can get people fed. I'm pretty fucking hungry too.
Yeah. I've been eating
How long
cans
does
of
it
chili
take
and bread.
for the Uber Eats to get here? It pisses me off that the McDonald's right there.
And they take 25 to
They
30
take,
minutes.
oh,
to
dude,
get
30
your shit,
minutes to
yeah.
get across the street. I'm across the street.
For real.
And you know, I would blame them if I didn't know the only reason I'm ordering from there is because I don't want to sit for 30 minutes in the fucking line.
Well, that's the thing is like
That's-
they could. I feel like their retort to you would be like, "Well, motherfucker, you're across the
You
street.
can
Go
come
get it
and get it,
yourself."
Yeah, you could walk there and
Yeah.
it would be not far, and I'm like, because
But
I've
still-
sat in my car with like very little gas, going, please God, let the line go fast enough
Yeah.
that I can get to a gas station
Right.
and not run out in this McDonald's fucking drive-through and have to push my fucking car and it be on a
That would
fucking
be
cam.
terrible.
Because someone's gonna leak that shit. I
That
know.
would be viral as shit. He's
it-
leaked that day, I promise you.
Oh, 100%.
That sounds
and
like
that's the fear.
like a hilarious video where like a guy is runs out of gas in the drive-through and you just see him like with the door open and he's pushing through, but he still stops at the window, like fumbles to put the brakes
Right.
on, stops at the window, grabs his food and shit.
Puts it in his car.
Thank you, and then
My
keeps
fucking
pushing,
food,
puts
slow
his shoulder
sons
back
of
into it,
bitches.
keeps moving.
Oh,
my God.
dude, I'll ride people's ass in the drive line. Like, I'll fucking rev on a motherfucker. If you are taking your sweet ass time to put it back into drive and mosey on up to the fucking next window and shit. Making it fucking hump back and forth. Like, I need you to see that I'm trying to be aggressive. I'm trying to take a bowl stance here. The fucking bowl now. And
Dude,
I'm gonna throw my horns into you.
I always think that too, but then the other side of my brain sits there and is like, well, wait, is it any faster? Like, it doesn't matter how fast the cars move. It matters how fast the people inside.
Oh
Get
yeah,
the
but I
food
want to
out.
get closer to the window so I can cuss at them. That's the thing. It's like you're slowing up my process to get to the people that are slowing up our whole process. You're gonna love me after this whole aggression because you're gonna be like, "Oh,
sure
he's the
they will.
champion for us."
The
He's trying to
people's
like, I
champion.
got up to my shit and it was freshly made
Yeah.
in seconds. It's like I went to get the tires. Here's a cool story. Got the tires for the Audi. We go to Walmart. I know nothing about tires, so I bring my grandpa out. Grandpa's done tires before. So Grandpa is already like, oh, this will be 15 minutes. I'm like,
That's what he says
really?
it's going to take?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I used to take and swap 4 tires out in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
2 tires after
I
that,
laugh
15
because
minutes.
I know with his time, if he says something's gonna take X amount of time, there's not even a multiple that you can give
Right?
it.
It's not dividable by anything.
Yeah.
It's like infinity.
Yeah, exactly. If he gives you time at all, it's probably gonna be being worked on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, 2.5 hours later, we get told that, oh, the tires are done. Grandpa's already heapingly pissed. He's not letting it not be known how upset he is. I'm really not even that upset. I'm fucking high. Bought me Subway. I'm like, I got a fucking sandwich. I got to eat. I got a full foot long. I even had dinner that night that wasn't chili and bread. It was delicious. I was fucking happy as shit. So,
Plus, you probably know, like, yeah, the shit doesn't take fucking 15 minutes.
no, I knew. I was like, it's got to be
yeah.
a new
You
guy.
can know just by him saying it's gonna take 15 minutes.
100%.
That
I
it
was
was
like,
gonna
it's at
take
least
at
30 to an
least.
hour.
Yeah.
At least
Easy.
an hour,
By
yeah.
2.5 hours, I was a little upset because they were like, yeah, they're almost done with the other tire for an hour and a half. I'm like, well, now you're lying. That's the only reason I'm upset is because you're lying to my face. Like, just tell me that you have some fucking idiot that you're teaching how to do it, and I'll be fine with that. So we get out to get the tire. They give us the ticket to go and fucking exchange with the guy, and they're like, go out to the front, first bag, grabs the tire. The dude who did the tires nowhere to be found. So the lady that originally helped us, she's back there. She grabs the tire. She hands it to this bigger dude who seems to be a manager of like the crew.
Yeah.
And he looks at the tire and goes, fuck. And I'm like, fuck what? He's like, well, these are a certain type of tire, right? They're like a profile tire or some shit like that. Or
Low pro.
they're not even low pro. They look like a normal fucking tire, but because there's some specific type of tire, they're like directional, so they have to be on a certain way
Yeah.
because they have like a little bit of a
They're
stance to them.
meant to be on a specific part of the car.
Yeah. And so the dude goes, yeah, he put them on backwards. This side's supposed to be over here. And I go, okay, well, we've been here for 2.5 hours already. How long for you to fix it, or we'll just take them, you know, as is. And dude's like, it'll literally take me 5 minutes to fucking fix this. I'm like, what? All right, I trust you, bro. You sound like you know what's up. I trust you. I respect that. I'll even give you 10. He laughed. He thought it was funny. I was like, and Grandpa's like, what the fuck? I'm like, shut up. It's cool. Like, dude says that he's going to fix it. Give him 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. It's like, just go eat your sub. It's getting cold.
Yeah.
So he goes, sits down, eats a sub, smoking a cigarette. 3 minutes, this motherfucker's done with both tires.
Damn.
He swapped them over, balled and balanced them, like the whole fucking 9. What took new dude 2.5 hours, and I'm like, that's cool, but like let motherfuckers know. Don't lie to us for an hour and a half, you know?
Yeah.
Because like that's how you're gonna get a bad review.
Because now I'm gonna be steaming pissed by the
Yeah.
time I leave after
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
And like I'm not trying to be that way to you, or even a new guy. Like it's a mistake. I expect fucking people to make mistakes, bro. Like I'm not trying to be a dick,
Yeah.
but when you lie to me, you make me have to be a dick, and that's the problem. I don't want to have to be that way, so just don't lie to me. And the dude was like, I understand that, I respect it. I was like, cool. And I'm like, I respect the fact that you got those tires done in under the time you said. I was like, 10 minutes easy. I didn't finish my cigarette before the first tire was getting rolled out. I thought she was getting ready to hand it to him.
Yeah.
And she's rolling it out. She's like, this one's done. I'm like, what? Already?
Why didn't you just do it that fast in the first
Right.
place?
What
then?
What
God
the
damn
fuck?
it.
Where has this guy been the whole time?
Yeah,
Because it happened
for
in
real.
25 minutes.
Like Grandpa could have been right.
Yeah.
It could have taken 15 minutes at most to fucking have done the whole shit if we just would have got the right guy. Grandpa would have been right for once on time in his life. And I kind of feel bad for Grandpa because he was so seriously serious about the fact that he's like, I know tires. He's like, this is my passion. I fucking love tires. It'll take me 15. I'm like, yeah, but stupid people may not be able to do that. He's like, but you just got to let the machine do it. I'm like, you know that. They don't. If I go back there and try to do it, I'm going to take 45 fucking minutes to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Easily. And I just know that. Like, that's giving me, like, props on the fact that I could probably figure it out. Like, I'm betting on the fact that I can figure it out. It may take me 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, that's more of the plausible shit.
Days to figure out how to turn it on.
Like, I may not
Get the air
figure
compressor
shit out.
going.
I may blow my face off trying to get the tire off. I've seen that shit happen. It's not cool. The dude just lost
Dude,
his
you
face.
seen those videos of people pranking someone else by putting like the tire, like the
Blowing
airbag
them up?
in the tire? And,
Oh,
like, blowing
dude.
it?
That shit's
Bro,
assault.
that's not
That's
a prank.
assault.
That's assault.
assault.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. Oh my god, I'd be so mad. Is
Launch
there an
your
airbag on
motherfucker.
this chair? Oh my god, there better
Oh,
not
dude,
be.
no.
that
I would
was-
never
Break
do
your
that to
fucking
you.
spine.
Dude, I would never do that to you. My bones are too brittle. I couldn't have it repeated to me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
so
will be in a
fucked up.
wheelchair for the rest of
Flopping
my
around
life.
like fucking rag dolls and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No,
Fuck
you gotta
all
be
that.
made of other stuff. Like, I can handle a beating, but I can't handle just getting ragdolled from a fucking... I'll be so upset and I'll have a broken spine.
That's you're
So,
basically giving someone a car accident. Like here, like
yeah,
when
literally.
you press the button, car accident. Boom.
Right.
Just get
Right.
launched.
That's the other
Hope you
thing. Like,
survive.
Yeah.
anytime
Not
I
everybody
see,
survives.
anytime
At least you
I
have
see
an airbag.
airbags, I want them bitches out my car. I don't want them in there.
Oh, dude, I want them. I want to get hit by an
Trust me
airbag. I'm
more
not
than
gonna
I
lie.
trust the
I've
fucking
never
In
got
an accident,
I never
I'd
got.
rather hit an airbag.
Yeah, exactly. That's what, like
Yeah.
I've never been blasted by an airbag, and I don't want to just like I'm ready, and then have someone blast me in the face. But like I have a morbid curiosity of like, man, I kind of want to get popped in the face by an airbag. Like I want to get hit. You know, you don't want to say like, oh, I want to get hit and like get fucked up in a car accident, but I just want to get bumped into at just the speed to trigger
Just
the
trigger
lowest
the-
possible speed to
Which I
trigger.
think is pretty quick, actually. You got to be moving a little bit.
Yeah,
See, and that's what scares me is that I'm
probably
Because
afraid
I've
that
hit
it's just
several
gonna
things
go.
head on.
Yeah.
My Cadillac's sitting outside, bro. The frame is dented in the dead center. I was moving about 30, and I hit
Yeah.
a pole.
Damn.
No airbag deployed. Nothing.
Oh no
So,
shit.
yeah, like that.
Are they
that-
turned off?
Huh?
No.
Are the airbags just turned off?
No.
It's-
No.
No, it was.
The windshield, that's Maddie's handprint when she
Yeah.
went in like that's why the
Grab.
windshield's cracked. It's because her handprint went to stop us from going forward or herself from going forward, and no airbag. So I assume you got to be moving pretty quick
Damn.
to have the airbags actually deploy.
Yeah.
So
You probably do. See, that's what I'm always afraid of, though, is that it's just going to randomly deploy. When I'm driving by myself, it's like one of the first thoughts that comes in
Oh
my
my
head.
God,
I'm
no,
like,
bro.
I'm going to be driving down the street, no cars coming either way, and all of a sudden the airbag deploys, I fucking crash. And
Yeah,
no one
and then
knows where I'm
you
at.
sue the shit. You sue the ever living shit out
You
of
did.
whatever car. No, the airbag already went off, dude. You'll be fine.
It's going to snap your neck. That's what I think. It's going
No,
to snap my
dude.
neck and be like, I already got like
I've
this
heard of so
6-degree
many
hunch
horror
neck.
stories with the airbag.
Yes.
Like coming out from behind like the glove box and shoving a pin through someone's like
yeah.
sternum and shit. Like
I've heard them
or
decapitating
just
people.
getting hit and getting black eyes from the airbag.
Yeah, sure, but it's like you want a black guy from the airbag. You want to do you want to break your
Exactly,
teeth out on like the
broken-
top of your
yeah,
steering
broken
wheel.
face
You know?
bone.
Yeah,
My
break your
teeth
fucking
already
orbital
broke
socket.
out. If I survive, then I have a new and better reason to get my teeth fixed.
See, if I was driving down the road and my airbag randomly went off, that'd be a win-win for me. Because A, boom, bucket list item, check.
bucket check.
And B,
Money
actual
out
money, check. Like
Yeah.
in the mail.
I like your optimism.
I mean,
dig
I'm
that.
just saying,
I'm gonna
so-
start trying to think of it that way.
I'm team airbag. Team airbag.
I'm
for
Just
sure.
not
See-
outside of out of the car.
I'm super trustworthy in myself. Like when I got T-boned on 5th Avenue in Casino, like that lady hit me at 45 miles an hour, crushed the car, put
Damn.
one side on the other side of the car, and the fucking bumper way the fuck away.
Just blew it off the
Oh,
car.
it was gone. It was on a sidewalk like 20 feet away. If anybody would have been standing there, it'd be dead. it would have been FPS Russia in that door. But yeah,
Dude.
it was insane. And she tried to keep going, but her car broke down and she had to turn into the gas station. Like, she just blasted through me. I spun in fucking 540.
Nice.
It was a nice little thing, but I controlled the car. I stopped from hitting another car. You can't do any of that with the airbag. I saved so many people that without a license, they all fucking signed for me to not be there. I didn't exist. This accident never happened. According to, well, it did happen, but my name's not in it.
Yeah.
Other people's names. The cop let me leave the scene of the crime to go get somebody else to put their name in who owned the actual car or was related to the person who owned the car. That was the worst part. It's like they found drugs. There was all kinds of shit, but because I saved this other car and was able to put it up on a curb and not hit anybody, 15 people signed fucking paperwork saying this guy saved lives.
This guy's not guilty.
Yeah, that's basically it. And the cop's like, you know, a bunch of people are vouching for you, so we're gonna just leave your name out of it. And
I always feel like the airbag would hinder my ability to try to drive more, like to try to like correct the situation. In
that's
any
what
way.
I'm afraid
Well,
of.
but like that's the thing is like I feel like the airbags. I feel like it only goes off when you like are coming to like a
Just
stop,
noise,
like
yeah,
when
exactly.
because like it's not gonna go off and then you're like, oh shit, the airbag. Oh fuck, I can't see. Like
Maybe
because at the
it's-
time that the airbag's out, it's too late. Like you've already gotten in the accident.
True.
And then you get in the accident and then the airbag comes out. You know.
My problem is probably fucking movies.
I'm sure.
Because
Yeah.
the way
Yeah,
movies
exactly.
portray airbags, because they just randomly go off because they set them off in movies. And I'm now just realizing that any image I think of an airbag is from a scene in a movie.
Yeah. I think of like the
That's-
crash test dummies getting
Yeah.
smoked by those things.
Yeah, now I'm secondarily
fucking
thinking,
videos
and
for
those
us.
things are going at high fucking octane. Like you're saying, like it takes a fuck ton of
A little
speed
bit
and
of
force.
getting
Damn, I feel dumb now. Just a
Huh?
wee bit. Just a wee bit. But I blame Hollywood.
Yeah, well, anything I can do to sway someone over to the
Airbags.
airbags lifestyle, you know, it's the way to go.
Well, I got two in my car
Airbags,
now.
think of the money.
I got, think of the money.
That should be their slogan.
Hey, hit this guy up if you need voice work and slogans.
Oh, yeah.
It's $1 million a contract. I am his manager. I am helping out here through here, and only on this platform.
Yeah, I'll do exclusives. $5. I'll say anything you want and send it back to you
What?
within reason.
$500?
$5.
$5. All right. He's going,
Limited time only.
Going once, going twice. Sold to whoever the hell picks that up.
Yeah.
Link in the description.
Yeah, you got to throw my Fiverr link in there.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hit me up. Do some voiceover work for you. I'll narrate.
Taking this whole fiber culture real seriously here. $5.
Hell yeah, $5. That's where it started, baby.
You got to start at that $5 mark, work your way out. They do have 3 different tiers. And
Well,
then, like,
this
hit
is
up.
the $5 special is $5, 5 words.
$5, 5 words.
$5,
All right,
5
that-
words.
Okay.
I
Always
gotta
gotta
say,
read
I'm
the
not just
fine
gonna
print.
go out and narrate your audiobook.
Right, I
But,
would have hit you up for $5.
you know,
and
I'll
been like,
say,
"Here's
"Happy
15
birthday,
hours of
Dave."
fucking- I need you to read this entire book for me.
Well, I'll read the first 5 words. $5.
That's fast.
You got a deal. You got a deal. I need one more word. Hey, you got a deal.
Hey, you got
$5.
to. Where's my money? Venmo me. Oh, dude,
Where
that's
is
what-
my
We gotta try to
money?
start doing some like more live of these. I gotta get that all set up to do more live, and then set up like if these guys want to donate to the cause, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, like a super chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, or like
exactly.
Patreon or something.
Get like a super chat, like little thing. I know people are into Discord. You guys do Discord?
I have a Discord, but it's
I
like
tried.
too new age for me, and
Yeah,
I don't
agreed.
understand it. I don't
When
understand
people
the kids
say
these
it's
days.
kind of like AOL messaging, I'm like, no, it's not at all. I was on AOL.
I get lost.
Messenger.
Like I've
Right?
tried to join
I
a
was-
couple different Discord servers, and I don't know what I'm clicking on. Like I don't
I
know
have
where I
no
am,
clue.
and I feel like an idiot because like all you're just looking at everyone chatting and like, hey, hello,
Like, how do
hello,
we know
what
what
is
we're
happening
talking
here?
about?
Hello,
I'm
and then no one replies, or you get booted out of something, or like,
I joined one with Terry. It was like this group of like fucking COD players and shit, and like they were all younger kids because Terry, and I'm like the oldest dude in the fucking group, right? And like it's noticeable that I'm the oldest guy in the group. I'm like, holy shit, my age is showing. It's fucked. But try to get in Discord, I'm lost immediately. Signing in was a bitch.
Yeah.
Like trying to get actively into their shit. Oh, you were the one. Discord, we know what you did. We know what you did.
Yeah.
We
Speaking
know
of
what you did.
I
can't believe I didn't see it right away, and now I can't unsee it.
Oh, so I thought I was the only, like, apparently, I guess, Discord changed their logo. Please tell me you're pulling up the logo while I talk about
pulling
this.
it up.
So there was a whole fuss about the Discord logo, and I didn't use Discord. It was kind of like, I was like, whatever, it was hard for me to use. And then they were like, oh, yeah, we're changing the logo. And so it made me go and look at the logo. So I'm like, oh, yeah, the logo definitely needs to be changed. And then I see the redesign of the logo, and the logo hadn't changed. And so I'm wondering, did everyone else see what I saw about the logo and what was wrong with it?
Bring up a logo. I gotta open
Is that it?
That is the logo. We're pretty far away.
Yeah.
I don't
Is
know
that
how
the,
much of it
is
you
that the
can see.
old one or the new one or?
There's not a whole lot different than the old one and the new one. I think it's only slightly even different. Only slightly different. But
I promise I know how to use the internet.
everyone else is talking about the edges and all of the.
I'm trying to look at it in like different. I don't know, dude. I see kind of like a pig snout. I see two like socks kicking two eggs.
Two socks kicking two eggs.
I see it like a rabbit,
You may have
like
to
big,
look
like
at it
floppy ears.
on his laptop.
Yeah, it's pretty far
I'm
away.
about to zoom in here. Got to zoom in here. Better or worse?
Better or worse? Back to the eye doctor shit.
Call back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's helping at all.
But the
Worse.
actual issue with this logo, since I'm the only fucking person that can see it, is in the negative space, there's a dick in his mouth.
See, I feel like I can sense that something is happening, but my brain can't get the picture to like snap in.
At
Where's
the very bottom where the mouth is,
okay?
and you can't see the chin, like see the two things that extend below, like where you. So imagine the negative space if it's something covering up that bottom chin.
So you're saying that like this right here is a
Yes.
dick?
It's the tip
Yes.
of the dick
In his mouth.
in its mouth.
It looks like
An
something
obviously massive
with
dick.
something in its mouth.
That's definitely a fucking rounded dick tip. Like
In
a
its
mushroom-headed dick tip. Circumcised or foreskin pulled back.
Yeah, it does.
And that's the issue with the logo.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like that's a reach for me. Like I don't see
That's
that
all
naturally.
I can see.
For me, I see
It's
more
all
like
I saw
I
when
see
I
like a
initially
pig
saw it.
snout. At first, like I thought, like is it like some like white supremacy shit or something? Like
No.
Hey,
what
it
is it?
does
Is it
have a
like
little
a?
It does have some
Is it like a
KKK
little
in it.
hood he's got
It
on?
does
Yeah,
have a little
exactly.
KKK
This
vibe
is
to
a
it.
K if you flip it sideways.
Oh shit, dude! Exposed.
It
Discord
exposed.
exposed.
But this is definitely a penis. I feel like I need a pen or some kind of tool to draw it in.
Yeah,
It's,
it's way too obvious. Like, I couldn't even see it once.
That's funny. I mean, I can't
Penis
unsee it now, but yeah, it kind of looks like a Lego man with a mohawk sucking a dick. So anyway, join our Discord.
I forgot why we hadn't even brought up this noise.
Who knows?
Well, we need a way to have you guys kind of tune in, so I want to definitely get some kind of a chat thing for you guys. But here, I'm gonna help. This is a terrible.
Oh yeah, it's just like a nice French mustache.
Come on.
Can the people see what you're drawing right now?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Right.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna show them the.
Okay. He's eating a spider now, from the looks of it.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
trying to draw with that
This pad here.
trackpad. Yeah.
Does it help? Foreskin pull back.
it looks like he's licking a hole in the floor.
Does this help?
Now he's licking a tube. Oh no, that's a dick now.
No, that's
Yep.
What about now?
I like that you went with the foreskin pull back option. That was mad
Foreskin
clear.
is there, to be clear, but it is pulled back.
Oh, everyone's like, from my family in New Orleans is asking me about this stupid tsunami. Like,
Oh,
I'm
they
like,
think
goddamn.
you think you're in Katrina
aquatic
again or
extra.
something?
Yeah, like I'm like, I don't know.
I can
anything about
understand
tsunamis or how they work. If it happens, if there's a bad one around me, I'm probably gonna get wet. I don't know. I live close to the beach. So.
Let's see.
Yeah, dude, I just feel like if there was water up to where we're at, I feel like there'd be like, I mean, that's got to be like 100 feet. I don't know, dude. That's crazy to me. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I don't understand tsunamis really. Maybe I wonder if a tidal wave could get up here.
Probably.
If there was like a real big one.
If it's a huge one, yeah, for sure.
Well, it's definitely bizarre weather for out here. I wonder how foggy it is right now. I guess I'm about to go find out.
So for everybody that's listening, there's the logo. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
this is their newest logo. They just updated it.
Don't sue us, Discord. We can't help that you've made it a dick in the mouth.
You did this to yourselves.
Yeah, we can't help this. I'm not gonna save it because I don't want that giant dick.
All right, well, shit.
Oh,
Why don't we call it a wrap? Go get some grub.
Get some grub with love.
I'm definitely hungry. I'm gonna get something on my way out of
Yeah,
here.
I'm definitely just going to McDonald's and grabbing a burger.
Well,
I'm just hungry.
thank you for joining.
Most
It's
day.
been another great time as always.
Hey.
I'm gonna be on remote access for the next probably at least a month or so. I mean, I just got a little work added to the end of this trip too. We just got a bid for like more shit, so that's at least another week. So probably gonna be on the Zooms for a while. So
Bring back a rock. I don't know why, like,
a rock.
for whatever reason, my family, like, we had family in Colorado, and we would go and we would bring back rocks from Colorado. And
I fucks with
we
it.
would just put them in the fish tank and just say, hey, we got that rock from Colorado.
Colorado
And
rock, huh?
I used
That's
to-
literally what we said, the Colorado rock. So now I have this whatever for Colorado rocks. So,
Dude,
hey,
they
bring
have
back a
those
rock.
really sick like I don't remember what they're called, but they're like the giant like rocks that are like sticking out of the ground. You know that they're massive. You know, like if the ocean was over the desert, they would be tiny little islands, like flat islands.
Holy shit.
I'm describing this really poorly. They're called
yeah.
they're called like entombments. They're like southwest
I know what you're talking
mesas,
about.
maybe, but they're
Yeah.
like just big, like
Uh,
shoots of rock, like rock shears that are coming up
Just
out of the
straight up
desert.
Look like a fucking pillar or a penis of rock. That
Yeah,
just comes, like,
or like
straight
a
up.
giant tree trunk, like an ancient tree trunk or
Yeah,
something.
that are flat on the top. Most of them, or jaggedly cut.
Crazy.
But yeah, I'm excited to go see that shit. I'm gonna get to
I
drive
think
through
so.
there, drive by the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
You mean Colorado, right?
Yep, Colorado.
Yeah.
Starting in California, driving through Arizona.
Jesus Christ.
I think I might swing through New Mexico just to say I've been there.
If you end up
But-
going through Colorado, like Springs area, go to the Gates of the Gods.
I'm going to Cortez, Colorado. It's in like the tiniest. It's in like the very southwest corner. It's in like the 4 states area where there's our 4 corners. There's like
Yeah.
4 states right there in the corner.
Right there.
I have been looking up like things to do in Colorado. I think I'm gonna go snowboarding while I'm out there.
Hell yeah.
Go just rent some gear, and I found a pretty sick looking mountain, and it seemed like there's like no one out there. It's like super chill.
I need there to be people if I'm gonna try to snowboard. But, I'm not that good at snowboarding where I can just go want to be alone and snowboard. I need people watching me and rescue close by and aid.
Dude. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I went snowboarding last time. No, it wasn't the last time. It was like one of the first times I went snowboarding. I broke my foot. Like, I got twisted up in the ski lift, like as it was coming around, you know, trying to get in it on a snowboard. But like, you got to take one foot out, one foot's not strapped in, you know, on a snowboard, and like, it's really awkward especially if you haven't experienced it a bunch. I end up getting all fucked up, and my board got twisted and it twisted around and just turned my ankle the wrong way. And so then I'm at the top of the mountain with the broken foot, and I got off instead of staying on the lift, because like in my head I thought, oh shit, if I stay on, it's gonna be tilted forward on the way down the mountain, and it's gonna just dump me off, and then I'm gonna fall off the ski lift. So I felt like I had to get off. Ended up getting off, and then we called ski patrol, and this was like literally the first run of the day. We called ski patrol, and they came up there, and like, so they drove up with like the snowmobile, you know, like or snow. What? Some people have a different name for them.
Snowmobile.
Yeah, snowmobile, or I don't. Anyway, a snowmobile. They drove up there. This guy comes fucking ripping up, and he's like, "All right, you ready to go back down?" And I was like, yeah. And he's like, "Okay, hold on." I was like, "Whoa, hold on a second. Hold on, like the back. Hold on to the back of your snowmobile."
You mean? Like,
and he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not even strapped in yet. I thought I was gonna get to ride on the back with you." He's like, "Oh, dude, you're too big. You gotta hold on." And so I was like, "Oh my god!" And so with a goddamn broken foot, I have to strap my board in. And this guy, like, it's like he didn't understand what the problem was. Like, I wasn't just a broski trying to sketch the fucking snowmobile down the mountain. I was trying to get down the mountain because I just broke my foot. I needed medical attention.
Oh my god!
And so he pulls me down the mountain, dude, and he's hauling ass. And like, I'm scared. I'm so scared because like I'd only been snowboarding a couple times, and like I'm hanging onto the back, and he's going like, I'm uncomfortable with how fast he's going. And I'm like, if this guy like slows down or hits the brakes, I'm gonna go forward into him and then eat shit, and he's gonna run over me, and like, it was terrifying.
Gonna have a bad day.
It was the worst experience ever. And then my friends, by the time I got to the bottom, and then they boarded down the bottom, and they're like, "Well, we just got here. We don't really want to go." And so I had to stay down at the lodge, and I just sat there for hours.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I ended up having like a decent time there, just shooting the shit and drinking hot chocolate and shit. But
I've never been on the actual lift. I've been up to the mountain, and then we like inner tubed on the side and like fake snowboarded.
Yeah.
With like not real snowboards on. You buckle
little
in
strap
your own
in, like
boots.
kick in ones.
Yeah, or snow skates. That shit's fun. But yeah, nothing like actually on the mountain. But that's because my buddy in fucking middle school fucking got a concussion immediately after getting up onto the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Like, immediately got a concussion. He ended up spending the whole day in the lodge, too. Just had to chill. He fucked himself up.
Snowboarding.
All right, people. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Love you.
Yep. Thanks for sticking around.
Peace.
See you next time.